Hello everybody, welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. ZT here with Group A, this 2001 HanbitSoft Star League, and anyone who's aware of the foreign players who actually were doing kind of well in Korea, the earlier stages of StarCraft will know we have a Grrrr game on our hands. He's going to be playing against JJUB. Now, as I recall, Grrrr is a Protoss player who also plays Terran sometimes, so we'll have to see what he pulls out here. I believe he mains Protoss, though. I'm not actually super sure. He played 4 Protoss games in 1 Terran game. I think it was the first series I cast for the channel. So, yeah. Well, I guess after the Artosis, lost casts of Artosis, and it is going to be, Grrrr as the Protoss and JJUB as a Zerg. Should be pretty good. I do like this matchup. It's not a mirror matchup. Unfortunately for StarCraft, the mirror matchups are kind of bad. Especially Zerg and Protoss. Terran Mirror has its charms. But getting onto this game here, in the top spawn, we're going to have Grrrr, our foreign Protoss. I think he's French. Can't remember. And then JJUB here on the left side. So looking like a 4-spawn map. I'm not sure what map this is. Is this Valhalla? I read it before and then didn't remember. But whatever. The GLGL from JJUB there. I didn't see what Grrrr said, if anything. Still kind of hilarious to me that Kespa had rules against saying GL. The only thing you were allowed to say in game was GG. That was literally it. Which was pretty fucking dumb, if you're asking me. But there it is. Give your opponent a GLHF, they pause the game and call the ref. It's pretty fucking crazy. But no fast pool here from JJUB. Actually, he started a hatch? No, he hasn't started a hatchery yet, I don't think. This is gas before any other building. I don't know what that means. Is this like a really fast layer? Maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. Generally not a thing. Usually spawning pool before gas. But really quick gas for JJUB, so maybe he's just got some sort of cheeky plan. The pool is now started, so no hatchery before pool. I would definitely think if you're taking gas first, you're not going a quick hatchery. At least not before your spawning pool. Seems like the only reason to do that would be if you were going to make a pool shortly after and then use that gas maybe for like really quick speed. Maybe this is some sort of speed all-in or just a really fast layer is kind of what I'm expecting. But 2001 builds are not exactly well known to me. That's actually part of why I wanted to start this channel, just to watch those old games and kind of see what StarCraft was like. You know, we all enjoy our ASL, but that's some very refined Brood War, and this is, in comparison, quite raw, and that has its own charm to it for sure. So core here for Grrrr. So far, really nothing interesting. Neither player expanding, and it is a very fast layer for JJUB, so that's cool. Is this like a 1-base Spire build? Like a really quick muta play or something? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's got 4 drones on gas, though. I'm not sure if that's what he wants. I'm guessing it is intentional. Maybe with only 3, there's a little bit of extra gas you could get. With 4 drones on there, it's going to be much less efficient, but it's kind of the cost you pay to get maximum gas income. Overlord scouts the Stargate opening for Grrrr. And a Robo as well, all on 1 base. Hell yeah. I do know Corsair Reaver was a thing. And honestly, is probably underused even today. I think those 2 units complement each other pretty well. And it is 1-base Spire, by the way, for JJUB. So Stargate tech going to be pretty decent. That is my expectation. I don't know that you could really pivot out of this as JJUB, just given how he opened. Second hatch in main, so just going to be on one base for quite a while, I'm guessing. Once that extra larva. I don't know. I don't think you can produce. I'm not sure how many mutas you can make off one gas. But it's probably not 2 full hatcheries worth. So going to have to be making at least some zerglings and drones to use up the rest of that larva. First Corsair is out and going to be scouting. So is this an island map or something? It's a very strange opener for really both players. I love it. Forge finished. And there we go. Spire scouted. And also seeing... What is that a hydrogen? Or an evo chamber maybe? Hold on. Well, wait, what? Is that a second spire? No, what's under the spire? I'm not sure. I think actually the observer clicked on it. It is a hydrogen. Okay. But actually no air defense yet. So that Corsair got 2 overlords pretty damaged. I think Grrrr could have killed one if he just focused a little bit. And just how these players are playing this game, I do think this is an island map. So, interesting. Not a true island map, but like an elevation map. You can't walk units out of your main. So, I guess the one base spire kind of makes sense. But, thing about Spire against Protoss is it's just like all your units are really bad against Corsairs if there's a lot of them. Now actually looks like Grrrr has cut Corsair production at just 2, and he is going into that support bay. Actually it's already finished for the Reavers. That first shuttle is out, so it is some sort of Corsair Reaver play, but a lot of Scourge on the map. It's going to be kind of spooky to put Reavers into a shuttle when 2 Scourge can basically just ruin your day. But we'll see what he can get done with them. If the Corsairs can protect the shuttles, one Reaver can do pretty insane levels of damage. And you can put 2 in there as well. Maybe he'll wait for 2. And Observatory here for Grrrr. I do think he's going to drop a probe somewhere to expand. And we do have an expansion now over just right of Grrr's base. I guess he's... No, sorry. That's not... We're what I would expect to be the natural kind of location. Okay, never mind. And yeah, Overlord job are done. So this is an island map. And Overlord speed now done as well. Just finishing there. Oh, that Corsair flying so close to those 2 Scourge. If they'd been... I don't know how they didn't actually attack it. Seems like if you fly your Corsair that close to 2 Scourge, it should die. But Grrrr getting lucky. And this Corsair is just flying the gauntlet. He has flown past basically every single Corsair. Or Scourge. Only one of them actually hitting. But these 2 lurkers, oh, he's going for a drop. I like this. He's going to try to get some good econ damage here done. And it looks like he will. I'm not sure if there's an observer ready yet. But even if there is, this could be a huge shot. Grrrr does see in time, though, and pulls his probes away. The Reaver is going to not actually clean this up because Scourge ended up hitting the observer. I guess this was his plan the whole time here. Use the Overlord to detect, find the observer, and kill it off with a Scourge. And right now, Grrrr cannot mine from that half of his minerals. Now, he did kill off one of the lurkers, so a lot of the punch from this build is gone. But, oh, wow, another Corsair, or a first Corsair going down there. There's a cannon finish, so he can't exactly chase, but this is tough for Grrrr. He's got, looks like 3 Corsairs here. Able to kill 1 Scourge and then get hit by another, but not enough to actually kill it. And the observer now has detection. Scourge running in, trying to kill off that observer, but not able to do it in time. And Grrrr will clean out his base. So, still some decent damage. If you heard that, I'm sorry. It's my cat. But definitely not anything that's going to end the game. Especially with this base here now active for Grrrr. So, he's on a fine economy. Has a couple cannons here, so probably not going to be too punished. Now, it doesn't look like there's another Overlord drop coming, though. We'll see what damage can get done here. A Reaver at the natural now. I have to think a Reaver plus 2 cannons is going to be enough to stop most sort of lurker drops. Quick shot of the crowd. What's up, crowd? Nobody hiding their face. Definitely a smaller venue than we're kind of used to seeing for some of these Brood War tournaments. A little more personal. Would have been really fun to be there. Can't lie. One day I'll get to beat a Brood War event. Go to an ASL or something. It's definitely something I would like to experience. Hydra's dropped on the main island here, but there are Reavers, so I don't know how this is going to go for them. Running in, trying to kill off this cannon. They probably will get it. No idea, though, because we got a shot of his face instead. And, yeah, they did kill the cannon, but this Reaver, oh, it dies, but cleans up almost all of the Hydras. And morphing a lurker in Grrr's face. Not really much he can do about it, though. Grrrr has put a lot of his supply into Corsairs, and they just aren't really doing their job, to be honest. He hasn't been able to stop the drops. I think that's what you need to be doing if you've bought so many Corsairs. He does have probes attacking this lurker egg, but honestly, I don't think that is going to work out. It's going to have to be the cannons that kill it off. And the lurker has finished, and the probes are stacking up, but not a good shot on all of them, and the cannons are going to finish now, so I don't think this harass has much of a future. And actually, the lurker ends up dying there, so honestly, not that bad for Grrrr. I think there was probably something in that Overlord as well, so JJUB losing quite a few units. Not really getting a ton of damage. Disrupting mining more than anything. I think he did kill a couple probes. I did see at least one explode, but not a ton. You're definitely hoping for more with a lurker drop. And now the Corsairs are moving out, trying to find these Overlord drops as they're on their way. I think that's what he needs to be doing, trying to intercept with his Corsairs. He's got a decent number of them. And they have +1 as well, so they do some pretty good damage. Definitely not going to be able to use Scourge to kill those off unless he can catch them sort of unaware. Those Corsairs will just chew through Scourge like they are butter. And everybody knows how delicious butter. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. And here we go, actually catching the Overlords now with his Corsairs. This is what you need to do with them. And 3 Overlords down. Now, it does manage to unload the Hydras and push the Corsairs back, but that was 3 Overlords, and I'm sure some units dying absolutely for free. Also delaying the drop. Very big for Grrrr. I have to think he's in a great position in this game now. Not only just losing the Overlords, so potentially getting supply blocked, but killing those units is huge, and keeping himself safe here. Now we do see 3 Robos, so a lot of, I assume, shuttles going to get produced, and that looks like that Overlord has been shuttling those Hydras back to the main, I think. But the Corsair is really trying to strand those Hydras in that area. Evo chamber making, I guess, for some spores. Can't really think what else. I mean, I guess he's going to get upgrades. Fair enough. Corsair's catching that Overlord there. I think it had Hydras in it too, so another nice pick for Grrrr. He's got shuttle speed done now too, and with 3 Robos, you know, he's going to have a lot of shuttles if he wants, and he's going to have as many Reavers as he can get with 2 gas, which is a lot, by the way. Observer doing a good job there, catching these Overlords, and again, the Corsairs are on top of them. 1 down, 2 down. Hydras come out of the Overlords, but it really, the damage is just done already. These drops have been so neutered by this Corsair play from Grrrr. This is really what I wanted to see him do if he was going to build Corsairs to stop Overlord drops. He's done a great job with that. Looks like he's also going to be taking that 3rd now. Reaver. I don't know what else it would be doing there if not trying to secure the location for a 3rd. Observer flying into the 2nd here for JJUB, but pushed away by that 1 Hydra. Not much to scout there. Probably better off using it to look for Overlord drops. Now, there are some units here. Looks like 1 Lurker and 5 Hydras. 4 Hydras. Oh, but a drop here at the 2nd base in the I suppose this is what the observer was here to look for. Any defenses for these lurkers, and really just nothing to stop them. 2 Scourge flying and do kill off the shuttle. So these Hydras, well, I say they're going to be able to finish them off, but actually they're not. Corsairs coming to clear out the Overlords, and the Reavers, well, they do end up dying, but they killed quite a few Hydras on their way down. And after killing all those drones, totally worth for Grrrr. Taking out some Overlords now as well. Couple Scourge catching one of the Corsairs there, so good for JJUB to whittle that count down a little bit. And he's going into Hive, probably for Devourer? Is that what that unit's called? The air-to-air thing that Mutas turn into? Yeah, pretty sure they're called Devourers. Lurker burrowed under Corsairs. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is, okay? Hydra's getting some shots off on the Corsairs there. Kind of a stranded Hydra army. Look at all these Reavers. Yeah, definitely in the Reaver-Ser composition. And even building more Corsairs right now. So Grrrr is really committing to those units. Not sure. Oh, to pick up a probe, I guess? Yeah, that's got to be it. I don't know why else that shuttle would fly up to the probe line instead of picking up that Reaver. But 2 shuttles moving out here, and I do believe there are 4 Reavers loaded into them. So, going to be looking for some damage. He did damage the hatchery quite a bit at the second base, so maybe looking to finish it off. JJUB has managed to... Oh, you know what? They're going down to the third. Yeah, JJUB has that, but it was scouted by an observer, so I don't think this base is going to last. Not a huge investment here. Obviously, losing drones sucks, and losing this hatchery sucks, but at least it wasn't a bunch of drones that had saturated. And going to be pretty safe with the Corsairs here as well. Reaver's getting loaded back into the shuttle. The question, yeah, is, has Grrrr scouted this base? Actually, it doesn't matter if he scouted it quite yet, because he's going to scout it now with the Corsairs, and I have to think that those Reavers are going to be on their way. No defenses here for JJUB's, what I'm going to call his third now, but really I think it was his fourth. And that shuttle heading over with a Reaver. Yeah, this base is pretty dead. I think JJUB either has accepted that or just doesn't have money, because there were 3 larvae sitting next to that hatchery. Now they are all dead. So it doesn't matter what it is now. Going to be able to take out that hatch, putting JJUB back down to 2 base. But is still mining, so the game is going to go on. Saturation looking really poor over at that second base. So probably not much mining. He may want to transfer some drones over there. He's making drones in his main, so I think that's going to happen. Look at the mineral patches there. They're almost mined out, and the Reavers are here now starting to kill these drones. How about I just kill all your drones, and you don't transfer any of them because they are dead. It was for Devourers here, but I think there's enough Corsairs to just fight them anyway. I was talking about it earlier. Corsairs are just really good against air units, and JJUB taps out. Yeah, it was definitely over at that point. I think Grrrr really won the game just catching those Overlord drops and getting really far ahead. JJUB committed with them quite a bit and ended up just losing a ton of stuff. What is up with that sleeve? What am I looking at? I don't know what they got these players to wear, but it is some pretty interesting clothes, that's for sure. 6 shoulder pads, bro. Anyway, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you tune in for the next one. Peace.